Hello. All right. I was trying to use a different camera, but it looks like it's going to force me to use this one. So let me switch up some things here. I was trying to use my webcam. That doesn't seem to be working. So, hello and welcome. I'm Mary Wilson, online book club teacher, and I am here to talk about my summer book and movie clubs, as well as answer questions about my school year book clubs. Okay, I can unplug all of that because, all right, here we are. Welcome. If you are here and you can hear me, let me know that everything is working. Oh, good. I see that you are hopeful. You can do the book clubs next year. That would be awesome. Okay, I'm still testing things. Thank you all for bearing with me. This is my first YouTube live. So, all right, good. You can hear me. Then let's go ahead and get started. Had to make some last minute little quick adjustments there. All right, this summer I am offering, this will be my third summer offering summer book and movie clubs. And so I thought I'd really quickly go through the title and the dates and then just explain to you how they work. If you have questions, you want to pop in with something, go ahead. You can drop that in the chat and I will make sure I address that as well. So the titles this summer, we will start off the week of June 3rd with Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library. And in all of these book and movie clubs, we meet first to discuss the book. And then 2 days or 3 days later, we will meet again to discuss the movie. So it kind of gives you time if your child wants to wait to watch the movie in between the two meetings, it gives them time to do that. So that's why it's arranged this way. So first up, the week of June 3rd on Monday and Thursday, we have Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library. And then the next one, this one's a little different. The week of June 10th, we will be doing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But just to change it up, we are going to pair this with the new Wonka movie, which is not a movie version of this book. It is a prequel to this book. So that's what we'll be discussing. Does the prequel kind of fit what we read about in the book? Does it kind of match the character? Do we believe the things? What do we see connecting the prequel to the story that we read? That sort of thing. And that book club will meet on Monday and Wednesday. One of the things I will mention is that you can choose different book clubs. So this is not like the school year where it's an ongoing class. This you can pick and choose. Okay. Oh, your kids just did a musical. Oh, that's really fun. I think that's what it says. It's blocking some of the words for me, and I don't know how to change that. Okay, but very fun. The next one, I'm really excited about this one. I mean, I'm excited about them all, but Enola Holmes and the Case of the Missing Marquis. This was such a fun movie. This is one of the, well, I shouldn't give my opinion of which I like better, but I'll just say I'm interested to see which the kids like better, this book or the movie. I have read it, I have watched it, I have opinions. This one will be June 7th, the week of June 17th, and we will meet on Monday and Thursday that week for Enola Holmes. And the ages vary on these. Most of them are like ages 9 to 12, but there might be a few that are 8 to 11. I think Lemoncello is 8 to 11. Enola is 10 to 13. So you kind of pay attention. If you have a child just above or below the age range that you are comfortable with taking the book club and they really want to, just reach out to me. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay, then we have the week of July 8th. So we have a little time off at the end of June. The week of July 8th, we come back with Magician's Elephant. Kate DiCamillo never disappoints. So this should be a fun one. And then that same week of July 8th, for your older children, we have The Maze Runner. So these will both be going on the same week. Should be a fun week for me. This will happen on Monday and Wednesday. We will meet on Monday to discuss the book and Wednesday to discuss the movie. This one will meet on Wednesday and Friday. We will meet on Wednesday to discuss the book, Friday to discuss the movie. I'm going to have some very different reading experiences that week. Hello. Yes. Hi, Jennifer. It's good to have you here as well. All right. Then later in July, July 22nd, we will have the one and only Ivan. Love this one. This one will meet on Wednesday and Friday of that week, which is actually the 24th and 26th. And then the final book and movie club is Paddington. So I love this movie. I'm actually excited to read the book. I haven't read the book. So we will meet on the week of July 29th on Monday and Wednesday for the Paddington book and movie. So, all right. So those are all the titles. And again, just a little bit about the setup. The book clubs I do online are relaxed. They are fun. I mean, especially in the summer, though I would like to think all year long. My main goal is for your kids to have a good time, to feel like they can discuss a book. Of course, in the summer, we're looking for that sneaky summer learning. We're going to talk about characters or themes or anything that kind of stands out for me. Now, in the summer, I do not have like a literary focus for each book club. It's a little more relaxed than the school year, which is structured where each month I kind of have a different focus. In the summer, we're just relaxing, enjoying, discussing the book, and specifically comparing how it's brought to life in the movie. So that first book club is about 50 minutes where we discuss the book. There will be a printable. I meant to print one out that just gives you some information, and then there is a game sheet in there. In summer book and movie club, we always play books categories on the second meeting or first meeting. One of the meetings we play books categories, and the other meeting we play would you rather. I think we play books categories on the first meeting. So I will pick a word that pertains to the book. I'm trying to think a word I picked for one of these. I don't even know. I have to look. I'm pretty sure like for Enola Holmes, it was the word Enola. And then your child before book club can try to brainstorm a word that has to do with the book for each of the letters, like categories. And then they bring that to book club. And at the end, I always leave some time for us to share the words we came up with. And we don't make a big deal about points, but if they want to keep track of points, you get a point for every one that you came up with that no one else said. So that's always fun. We do that in book and movie club after our book discussion. And after our movie discussion, they're invited to bring one or two would you rather questions. So they create their own would you rather question, book or movie themed, that we then share and answer in book club. So that's how it works. And again, you can pick and choose which ones your child wants to do. These are not ongoing, so you don't have to do them all, or you don't have to withdraw or anything like that. I got a good question yesterday about charter school funds. So if you are in a state that gives homeschooling families charter school funds to use for classes, I know Outschool, where I teach the book and movie clubs, does work with charter schools. So I believe for different charter schools, I have had to submit my college diploma, which would you believe I cannot find. So they have accepted my transcripts. I have sent PDFs of my college transcript, but I did finally order a replacement diploma when I realized I am just really not finding this thing around my house. Do you see me like looking even as I'm talking? So I should have a diploma that I can send people, a PDF copy that you can use for your charter schools if you need that. I do not know if they will allow you to use your funds for the summer book and movie clubs. I have had people use it for the weekly graphic novel and the school year book clubs. You just have to kind of work with your charter to see what happens. A lot of times what people have to do is they have to register and use their own money. And then when the charter funds are approved, it withdraws your child and then immediately registers them again with the charter funds. And that's how you get a spot, is by registering yourself first. But you're going to have to kind of talk to your charter and see how it works out. What other questions? I've had other questions about siblings. Can two siblings take the class under one name? And they cannot. That is against Outschool rules. So if you have siblings who want to take the class, you need to register them both. So they both need to have their own Outschool account, and you should register them both. Now, can they share a screen instead of setting two up at different places in your home? Of course. So if they are both registered, they are both welcome to be on screen. They can be on the same screen and they can participate, or some siblings actually prefer to be in separate rooms on separate screens. That's completely fine as well. It's whatever your kids prefer to do or whatever works best in your household setup. Um, registration. Registration opens on May 1st, and I have a link to my Outschool profile. I'm putting it in the chat again. That link will take you to the main page on my Outschool. And what you want to do is scroll all the way to the bottom, and there will be classes. Now, right now, I think I only have 2 openings in some classes I'm currently teaching, so they're listed there. All the other classes right now are under a tab that says by request. You don't need to request them. They are there by request because right now all of the sections are private, and they will remain private until May 1st at noon. And somewhere just before noon, I get on and I have to go through and make all the sections public. So between 11:45 and noon, they're going to come live, and then you will see them listed under the classes that are currently going on that are available for registration. So then you can just click on the ones you want, register for the time slots that you want, and have that all worked out. Now, if you're on my email list, you will get an email reminding you that registration is open and directing you to that page. So if you haven't joined that, down in the description of this video, you'll find some of those links that you need. Okay, I think that is probably all of the questions about Summer Book and Movie Club. If anybody has any, you can feel free to write it in the chat. And then I will answer that. And then I can talk about school year book clubs just a little bit before we are done here. All right, I'm not seeing any other specific questions. School year book clubs, registration for them opens July 1st. This is the first time this year that I am allowing current students to register first. So they will start registering in May, and then I will pick titles by June. So yes, current students are registering before they even know the titles. So they may or may not leave in June. And then July 1st, again at noon Eastern, I will open all the sections to the public and people can register. So you want to keep an eye on either my Instagram or YouTube email list, and I will be sharing the titles and the specifics for registration. I have a monthly fiction book club that meets once a month, and I have a weekly graphic novel. That's why like these books here are all graphic novels. And up here, because I have read a different graphic novel with students every week for like 2.5 years now. And right now I'm currently picking more. So it's going to be a fun time. All right. And I'll give more details on those book clubs as it gets closer, but that just kind of gives you an idea. Any other questions before I wrap things up here? Hopefully I've just answered everything and everyone knows what they're doing. You can, if you're watching this video on replay, leave a comment, or if you're here right now, tell me which one you're most excited about or your kids are most excited about. Not you. Sorry, moms and dads, but you can't come to the book club. You can listen off screen. I have a lot of parents who are like wandering around in the kitchen, listening as their child's taking the class. Some kids don't want their parents anywhere near. They're like, this is my thing. I want my time. And they do that. But other parents are clearly, right there on the sofa, right in the room. Sometimes I can see kids like interacting a little bit with parents, and that's totally fine. But I am curious which ones your kids are most excited about. I've heard a lot of people excited about Maze Runner and One and Only Ivan. Those are probably the 2 I've been hearing the most excitement for. But go ahead and drop a comment on which one your kids are the most excited for. Which one am I the most excited for? Well, I said Enola. I just think it'll be a really fun discussion, and that it was really well done on Netflix. I don't know how well it matches the book. It's been a while since I've read the book. So it'll be interesting to watch the 2 of them together because I actually saw the film first and I loved it, and it's why I went and read the book. So I think the experience is different sometimes if you saw the movie or show first and then you read the book, because you've already grown accustomed to the way it was presented in the movie. So I do think that changes things. All right, everyone. Let's see. Oh, Oh my gosh, it was not showing me the live chat. I don't know what's going on here. Dismiss this. Okay. Well, hopefully there are not comments that I'm just not seeing because I'm still figuring out YouTube. So I hope I'm not missing all of your comments because it said it was showing me just the top comments and not all the live comments. Anyway, I'm going to assume we're all good. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions and you're watching this on replay, feel free to leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to answer. Bye, everyone.